Hey everybody, welcome to Joe's YouTube channel. I'm going to take over a little bit today.
There we go.
Today we're going to talk about things to do in the winter in Northern Nevada. And you guys are lucky enough because you got two native Nevadans here. Both of us from Carson, hometown capital people. And we're going to tell you all about Northern Nevada winters.
Stay tuned. Sweet guys, welcome back to the channel, Living in Reno. I'm Joe Hanich, you already know.
Ryan Chikbara.
But we brought a new guest to the show.
Hi everyone, Marissa Disbrow, Guild Mortgage Loan Officer.
Yes, so we are putting together a team. In this video, we're going over what it's like to live in Northern Nevada in the wintertime with all the snow that we get.
With two native Nevadans.
With two native Nevadans. For the record though, I'm from Northern Idaho. We get way more snow. So I can give you way better tips. And you're going to get those tips here shortly. But guys, if this is your first time to the channel, got to hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell so you get notified every week when we do a new video. And this week we're talking about winter wonderland.
Absolutely.
Right? Living in Northern Nevada, what it's like in the winter. You have to dig yourself out of snow, right? You need chains.
Oh, dude, come on. There's not that much snow
You
here.
need chains on your tires.
So, best part about living in Northern Nevada in the wintertime is if you want snow, you can go up to it, which is our lovely Tahoe. But down in the basin, Reno, Carson, all these fun little places, we get snow. Sometimes we get a lot of snow, but generally it's going to be melted by 10, 11 a.m. Not a big deal, and it just goes away. So.
Exactly. That's the perfect part. I mean, in Northern Nevada, right, or in Reno, in Carson, we're maybe seeing 18 to 20 inches of snow. And so when we do get some of those snowstorms, 2 inches, maybe 4 inches, I feel like is quite a bit.
Yeah. That's going to be a lot.
Yeah, depending on where, right, how your property is positioned, if you're south facing, things like that, it's melting off by noon.
Yeah, every now and again you get to like 8 inches, and that makes up a third of your entire snowfall for the season. So
exactly. But for the most part, I mean, it's going to be just that. We're going to get snow flurries. We're going to get a little bit of snow, and it's gone.
But it does create really bad driving conditions sometimes. So that's something that you got to be careful with. So when we do get those, that 1-2 inches of snow, you're going to have a really tough time on your morning commute.
Yeah, same as if it snows at night, coming home after work, 6 o'clock, and it starts freezing over, you got to be a little bit careful, obviously, driving around. So,
do you need a 4-wheel drive car here?
Not necessarily. So I have never had a 4-wheel drive car growing up here. I've always had a sedan, basically, and right now I have a Nissan Altima front-wheel drive, and that is the most important thing when it comes to getting a car. If you're not going to have 4-wheel drive, it's got to be front-wheel drive.
What about studded tires?
I agree.
I've never had studded tires either.
Yeah, studded tires, I mean, it's not a necessity. If you've got a teenage child, right, driving in the snow, it's not going to be needed, right? Get them some all-terrain tires.
Yeah.
Something that does well in all conditions, right? Rain, snow, whatever. You're good to go.
My first car accident was on a snowy day, and I did not have studded tires.
So you get studded tires.
So you do think they need studded tires?
I've never had studded tires, but when I was 16 and first started driving, that was my first accident. Was on ice. So.
Yikes. So, but that being said, I mean, I think at minimum front wheel drive is a necessity. And then just judge how comfortable you are with driving in the snow. It's not going to happen often. But obviously, you don't want to get stuck the day it snows and you don't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an easy one. What about temperatures? I mean, what are we looking at as far as temperature-wise?
So December is the coldest month on average for us, and that's an average of 24 degrees. So it gets down there, but we're not looking at anything like the Midwest, like crazy Wisconsin, Michigan, where you're looking at those 0 degrees and wind chills below 0 and stuff like that. So
no, thank you.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, we do have the occasional day where, it's 60 degrees in January, which we just had over the weekend.
Yeah.
So, which is amazing because then you can still go out and do more summery activities like hike and
Yeah.
fish and do all
I
that
went
kind of
golfing.
stuff
I went golfing
too.
Saturday, golfing on Thursday.
Yeah, so you
Exactly.
can golf every single month of the year here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
True. That is a beautiful thing. I mean, wintertime, sometimes it's non-existent, right? I mean, I feel like it's a coin flip. Sometimes we get hammered and it's a solid winter, and other times 60 degrees on the weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not complaining because the weather the past couple of days have been beautiful,
Yeah.
and we've got a tea time on Thursday, so I'm hoping
Well,
that,
but that being
There you
said, though,
go.
how Marissa had mentioned Tahoe always being right there is that people,
Yeah.
the same day I'm golfing, people are snowboarding.
Yeah.
Like there is,
yeah, you can do the same
you
thing the
have
same
those
day.
options still.
Well,
Yeah.
the great thing too at Tahoe is I've seen people go and they keep the resorts open like July for 4th of July, and you can still go ski up there during the summer months too.
Yeah.
So it's, if you want snow, it's easily accessible because we have how many resorts next to us? Like 8.
Yeah, we've got
So-
eight ski resorts, some world class, right? We had the Olympics at Squaw.
Yeah.
And so that is literally why Reno is becoming, or Carson, right? Northern Nevada is becoming such a destination, is because, wintertime, if it's not here, you can go to it and still enjoy all of those awesome winter activities. Yes, there are 8 ski resorts from South Reno. How close to you are to Mount Rose?
Oh, dude, I'm in South Reno. Mount Rose is 20 minutes right up the mountain.
Easy.
Easy.
And if you are arguing that, it's because you drive slow.
And I'm going to be really mad driving behind you.
So it is, I mean, close proximity to the ski resorts is fantastic. Tahoe, I mean, we're right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, that's not also, as far as winter activities goes, you've got skiing, you've got snowboarding, snowshoeing is a big one.
Yeah. That's Chickadee Ridge has become like a real popular spot where you snowshoe out there, take some grain basically, and just
Ooh.
hold your
Go-
hand out and you got
go
the
feed the
birds.
birds.
Yeah, feed the birds. They just land on you. And
Wintertime's super fun for the kids too, because you can take them sledding and then to go see these little birds and feed them.
Yeah, and Chickadee Ridge too, the dogs love it. We take our dogs out there, the little pups, and let them just
And
run
it's not super
crazy.
far.
Yeah, it's close, but that all being said, I mean, it gets pretty packed, right?
Yeah.
Crowded-wise. So if you're not getting up there early, expect crowds, expect kind of tough parking, and but it is a blast. So
yeah, I've
Google
also
it.
actually heard, so I haven't done this personally, it's on the bucket list kind of, is you can do it during a full moon at midnight. So
Yeah,
all the
nice.
snow and everything is illuminated. You wear like a headlamp and
yeah, and it's not
go
far.
at night.
It's like 1.5 miles
Yeah.
one way, 3 miles maybe.
Yeah.
Great for the Instagram though. So all the parents out there.
Yeah, right.
Do it for the gram.
You know when people are there, you'll see it.
Exactly. So weather-wise, but on average, what do we think temperature is? Right? Like we're probably in the 40s.
In December, probably 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
And then, so kind of things to do in the wintertime, preparing your home. What should people start doing when we do kind of hit some of those freezing
Well,
temperatures?
so a lot of the people that watch our channel are moving from the California area, and so many of these people have never had to deal with taking the hose off their house and making sure that your pipes don't freeze over. If you keep that hose attached, you got to make sure that you clean that out basically.
Definitely.
Well, let me tell you too, if you do not disconnect your pipes and they freeze, you will get a flood in your house.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap whatsoever.
No.
And then also with your sprinkler system, right?
Yeah.
You're going to want to blow those out every single year. Fixing those pipes when they crack and break, it's a pain in the ass and just expensive. And so,
Yeah, by no means an expert here on that, but it's
Or you
something
have
to
a
look at
landscaper
too.
do
Is
it for
it's
you.
like literally like you should
like
Google like
50 bucks.
weatherproofing your house.
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Just as you would weatherproof a boat and winterize your boat, you have to winterize your house here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get freezing pipes and major plumbing issues.
Definitely. And there are some areas in Reno that, depending on where you're at elevation wise, because we're over 4,000 feet in elevation, some spots here locally are going to get a little bit more snow or a little bit more weather than other areas. That's why when you guys are reaching out, make sure if you are anti-snow, like somebody here, winter time.
Stick south Reno if you don't like the
Yes.
snow.
Let us know so we can kind of point you in the right direction there. And if you are winter lovers, I mean, this is the perfect paradise.
yeah,
To be, it's so close.
Marissa's snow activities include going to the spot we found.
Yeah, so if you do not love the snow, You can go to the ski lodge, and they have great lodges, good drinks, get a hot, cocoa or wine
with
or
a little
whatever.
schnapps.
Or if you really don't want to do that either, there's plenty of amazing spas. At the Atlantis, I think it's one of the Forbes rated spas.
Okay.
Really, really amazing. And if you do want like the nice Tahoe scenery, the Hyatt up in Incline has a great spa too, and you can go swim outside, look at the snow, but still be really warm in their heated pool too. So,
Yeah, definitely. And that's what's great too. If you aren't a snowboarder, skier, or whatever, go with the family. Right? There's still going to be all sorts of amenities up at these resorts that you can enjoy.
Really good food at the resorts too. So
Heavenly, you can just go up there. They have the ice skating rink up there normally.
Yeah.
So you can ice skate, do that, and hit the restaurants and bars while the people are up on the slopes and stuff.
I think we just opened an ice skating rink in Reno, right?
We did.
Yes.
So we've had one downtown that used to be by the Aces Stadium, used to be by City Hall. Now that's closer to the casino, and then we have
The Reno Ice.
GSR as well.
Oh, yeah.
GSR has an ice skating rink now.
Yeah.
But the one that you guys are mentioning is called Reno Ice, and so that's a 39,000 square foot facility, Olympic-sized hockey rink, and so they're looking to get like a minor league hockey team, but it also has free skate hours and all that sort of stuff too. So.
Yeah, and what's cool about that, actually, one of our clients was reaching out, and as far as youth hockey goes and kind of getting set up with that, we don't really have that here yet. And so that facility is going to, for youth hockey, even adults too. I don't know how to ice skate, but
well, growing up in Carson,
it is fun.
Yeah,
I had a ton of friends that were huge hockey people, and they always had to go up to Tahoe. Otherwise, it was inline skates. But so that option's available now as well.
Yeah, that's sweet. And I'm not sure. What are we looking at? The 18th today, January.
Yeah. 19th,
18th,
something.
January 19th.
We're in 2021, folks, but I'm not sure if it's open yet. But if it's not, I know it's going to be opening here in the next couple months. Soon. Well, awesome. What else?
Is it a good time to buy a house in the winter here?
Oh shoot, the housing market. That's that is holy heck.
That's why you guys are here, right? You want to buy a house.
Exactly. You're looking to potentially relocate to the area. I mean, trend-wise, in the wintertime, inventory, decreases completely. That's because wintertime, nobody really wants to move, right? Kind of right when school starts, things kind of start to slow down a little bit. During December, January, typically is when, we kind of get some of the worst weather that we're going to have for the year. And so if you are considering selling,
holidays.
you usually, holidays, right? Nobody wants that hassle. So you see an immediate decline in inventory, which kind of is good and bad.
Yeah. Well, it puts a lot of buyers off too, because they're like, well, there's nothing there. So if you are buying, you have less competition too. And people, if they are selling in the winter, I find them to be a lot more motivated because they do have to be out for some kind of reason, or they're trying to be out for the holidays. So, if I was going to buy a house, I would start looking in the winter time.
Yes, your competition, you have a little bit less competition as well. We kind of have some tricks as well that we can use and that we do use to get clients into homes over the winter time. So, again, make sure you're reaching out. Call, text, email, however you want to do it. Well, shoot, I think we covered quite a bit.
I think we did.
And
anything else you guys can think of?
We were just going to touch on school, I guess. Just parents in school are always curious about schools and stuff. Growing up, we few and far between had snow days.
Yeah,
so
I don't think I ever had a snow day.
No, I think I may have had one. But
what they'll do now too, because our roads do get really icy with the 2 inches that it'll snow, they'll do a delayed start now where you've got 2 hours. That way everyone's not on the road at the same time. So
and the school buses, right? I think that's a big one for
them.
And
as we mentioned before, like the time for the melt basically is those extra couple hours of sunlight. Most of the time the road's clear. So
that way they're not making it up in the summertime.
Exactly. Yeah, my fiance being a school counselor, she's like, snow day? The delayed start she loves the most because they don't have to make those up.
They don't have to make those up. So
well, sweet. Let's do Ryan, obviously you're newly licensed.
You may have seen me before.
Yes. But Marissa, your first time to the channel, to the video. Kind of where are your expertise in in kind of the real estate field?
Oh, so I'm a loan officer with Guild Mortgage Company. Been doing mortgage specifically for 6 years. Been in the finance game overall though for 14 years. I do residential lending, and I do Northern Nevada is where most of my business comes from, but I am licensed in the whole state of Nevada as well as California.
Definitely.
So if you are coming from California, super knowledgeable on a lot of the markets over there too, and can talk to you about that. And also if, refinancing your current home and keeping that is going to be the best option versus just selling and buying. So I love all the weird stuff and the different scenarios, and bring it on.
Problem solver.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we are putting together a team here. You have to have a team when you're kind of looking to move and, come to a different area. I've got a lot of people reaching out that have never even been here before. We're doing a bunch of virtual tours, different things like that. Making Ryan travel all over the place.
Yep.
He loves doing it. But sweet guys, when you're moving to Northern Nevada, we definitely have your back. Give us a shout. All right, guys. So you just watched our entire winter video living in Reno, Nevada. We talked about how it doesn't snow that much and how bipolar our weather is. So this is literally days after we shot that video, and we just got dumped on with snow. Right? 10 days ago, we were seeing record-breaking highs in the mid-60s. Now some areas of Reno, Sparks, got hit with close to 24 inches of snow. And so I felt like I had to come out and do a little kind of chat about it, because this literally is what, right? This is what Reno kind of winters are like. Less than 10 days ago, we were 60 degrees. We were golfing, literally. And now this Saturday, right, we are all scrambling to get passes to head up to the mountain, to snowboard, to ski, to do all of the activities we were talking about, snowshoeing, all of that fun stuff in the winter. But I also wanted to chat. In the valley here in South Reno, we didn't get nearly as much snow as some people in Sparks or up in the Galena Forest, even Northwest Reno. So everything right up here that's covered in clouds right now, you've got the Sierra Tahoe mountain range up there that just got dumped on with snow. The ski resorts are getting hit with, over 3 feet of snow, which obviously, right, is amazing if you're into winter sports. But driving wise too, I wanted to touch on it, that when it does snow, people are terrible, terrible drivers. So just kind of a heads up to, be careful. School was canceled the past 2 days on Wednesday and Thursday. Right? School districts just did not think that it was safe to for the buses to be cruising around with the kids. And so school was canceled. Today they had a delayed start for 2 hours. And, it's not that common, but all of a sudden we get these great snowstorms that are a lot of fun. But just make sure you're slowing down if kids are driving. Make sure it's a front wheel, if not all-wheel drive, just because, if they know how to drive in the snow, I can guarantee you 90% of the other people out on the road do not know how to drive in the snow. So that's firsthand experience just from coming up here, because I wanted to shoot this video. And also as far as shoveling too, obviously, if your house is south facing, do a quick shovel, get that snow off your driveway. It's going to melt. It's going to dry because the sun, right? We got blue skies in areas. It's coming out. If your driveway is north facing, you must get that snow off, because otherwise it's just going to continue to freeze. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be very slippery. So that's my tip of the day. And because of the weather that we just got, I had to come out and shoot a little clip to add to our living in Reno in the winter time. So, right, you guys have it. We got your back when moving here. We tell you the truth. Awesome. Until the next time.